Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Warner and welcome to another Raw reaction video. Today is the 8th of April, I believe, and we had Raw in East Rutherford, New Jersey, E-Rock, and it was energetic. The crowd was fantastic tonight. I really enjoyed the show, and I wanted to give you guys some highlights. So John Cena's promo in the beginning, I didn't much care for it. From what I hear, earlier on in the night, The Rock was actually supposed to be here, but he got injured last night at Wrestlemania. We found out in the launch of the show that his abdomen and some other muscle tore off the bone last night, which is pretty impressive, and he couldn't be there. So rumor had it that, if you don't want to hear rumors, bleep this out for like 10 seconds. The Rock was supposed to get attacked by Brock tonight, and it was supposed to start off the whole line of crap for next year's WrestleMania, which hopefully, this is the last I'm going to say of it, hopefully will be better than this year. We only had a couple really good matches this year, and yeah, so that's that. So Cena came out. Mark Henry ended up coming out and wanting to challenge him for the belt. He said, "Bring it on." And then Booker T said, well, no, but you can have a fight to see if you're eligible to go after the belt, which ended up happening later on the night. So then we had Daniel Bryan versus E Langston. E Langston's first Raw debut, and for a debut, it wasn't bad. Daniel Bryan was pretty good. Big E was pretty good, and we had some good moves exchanged back and forth. Langston won after throwing the goat out of the ring at Kane. Obviously, we had some interference by AJ and Dolph, as per the norm. Their heels. It's gonna happen. I am getting a little worn out on the Kane Daniel Bryan train, but last night was a pretty good match, and today was a good match, so they still have it in them. We had a second Miz versus Wade Barrett. We know that Miz won last night. He won the Intercontinental title. Yay! I don't like Miz as a face, but he ended up losing his belt, which was good. I think Wade Barrett needs more of a push now anyway, with him coming back. Miz has been around for a while. He just turned face, and while he kind of needs that push as a face, because nobody likes him as a face, I think that Wade Barrett makes a better Intercontinental champion in my book. So Orton requested a match with the Big Show, but we find out that Sheamus has a match with Big Show later on the night, and that will play out into some more drama later on. We had Alberto Del Rio versus Jack Swagger with Zeb Coulter. I really like the whole racist angle. I know some people like it, some people don't. I'm one of the people that actually likes it. But the match was okay. Del Rio ended up hurting his leg during the match, which allowed, finally, thank you God, finally, Dolph Ziggler to come out and cash in his Money in the Bank and become new world champion. So, yeah, Ziggler, in my book, honestly one of the best, if not the best heel, and he definitely deserved a belt. He has deserved a belt for a while now, and given that we're like 2 months away from Money in the Bank, it's probably time to cash that in and give him the belt. We had John Cena lose his Money in the Bank contract, so at least one person had to win this year. If Rio had won that match, I was going to shut my TV off. That's what I told the Phil, my buddy that we'll actually hear from here in a little bit. Then we had Undertaker come out, and then the Shield come out, interrupting his whole, hey, I dedicated last night to Paul Bearer. The Shield was about to take him out, and then Kane and Daniel Bryan came out, and the Shield then retreated. That is all we saw of the Shield tonight, which is unfortunate, because I really enjoy them as a team, and I enjoy what they do. We had a squash match. It really wasn't a squash match. It was a garbage match. 3MB versus R-Truth, Santino, and Zack Ryder. All people that don't matter. But we had R-Truth, Santino, and Zack Ryder win. There was this whole like supercharged Cobra thing with the arm being... It was stupid. Then we had Orton and Sheamus arguing about who's going to fight. Sheamus wants to know who's going to fight. Orton wants to know, so they go to Twitter, obviously, because we have hard-ons for Twitter. And that's just ridiculous. So Randy Orton versus Sheamus. They ended up fighting to see who would win, which, awesome. it ended up being like a disqualification, I guess, because Big Show came out and he ended up tearing them both out, and he beat the ever-living piss out of Randy Orton. The crowd was incredible during this part. There was a part where Big Show was throwing chairs and trying to hit him into the ring, and he missed out of two of them, and there was a third chair there, and they were saying, "One more chair." It was fantastic. Their cheers for the entire night were just fantastic. And then ECW chants. We had Rob Van Dam chants. We had Randy Macho Man Savage chants. They were doing the wave at one point during the Orton Sheamus match. People were bored during this match. So much to the point when Big Show came out and he started beating the piss out of everybody, they started chanting, "Thank you, Big Show." That's how much people didn't like this. And then we had Fandango versus Kofi Kingston, which was then disqualified. Fandango won when Jericho ran out and started beating the shit out of Fandango. Finally, we have Heyman, who gives this whole thing where he says Brock Lesnar a bunch of times, CM Punk a bunch of times. Triple H got hurt last night. Then we had the match that actually ended up didn't get put on WrestleMania, which was Road Scholars and Bellas versus Tons of Funk and Funkadactyls. Tons of Funk and Funkadactyls ended up winning. There was some interesting team dynamic stuff, like the Bellas did this double ass slam thing, which was awesome. And then, yeah, so it's a funny team, like a comedy team. I don't like that Road Scholars, my favorite tag team at the moment. They lost to a gimmick group of dancers, which is fine, whatever. Then we had John Cena versus Mark Henry. Mark Henry needs a push. He's back. One last hoorah, I think. He's been in it for like 17 years or whatever. He's been around a little bit. And I think that his time is coming to an end eventually. And Cena won, obviously. Nobody was happy. The whole crowd, the entire night, hated Cena. There were kids scattered amongst the group that enjoyed it. I don't know how I feel about Cena. It's one of those things where I understand why they keep him up there, because he's the face. He gets kids in there, and he does so much good, but at the same time, I just hate him because he never loses. I know he lost a lot last year, but that doesn't make up, 1 year out of 10. That's pretty good for other people. Now, at the end of that, Ryback ends up coming out, and he beats the piss out of Mark Henry, kicks him out of the ring, and then he ends up doing this "Feed Me More" chant. Cena puffs up, shakes hands, and then when Cena starts doing "Feed Me More," I think it was kind of like the camera shot was weird. He ends up getting him, shell shocks him, and then it's over for the night. So I don't know if Ryback is going heel. I know that there was talk out there about Ryback and Cena having this thing, but we'll see. I kind of want to see Ryback and Mark Henry a little bit more. They were two monsters going at it. But for now, guys, I am actually going to pull in my buddy Phil the McManus from Pixelated Dimensions, which you'll find the link to down below to their podcast, and we're going to discuss a couple things. And on the phone here, we have got Phil the Mick from Pixelated Dimensions.
Warner, I'm going to interrupt you there. Yes, this is Phil the Mick, your friendly neighborhood voice of the internet, otherwise known as the Indie Movie Jesus. But when I'm on Top Rope Radio, you can just refer to me as Mr. Franchise.
Mr. Franchise, you are here to discuss tonight's Monday Night Raw. How did you enjoy it, my friend?
How did I enjoy Monday Night Raw? Well, let me tell you this, sir. After the shit fest that was WrestleMania 29,
a little bit,
I feel like I finally got redeemed from Dolph Ziggler, finally cashing in the Money in the Bank and getting what he rightfully deserves, which is a spot at the top. Not the top, but a belt that's secondary, but still very important.
Right.
And the credit that he so rightfully deserves.
I couldn't agree more with you. Definitely. He it feels like he's been getting the shaft for so long, and finally he can give the shaft.
Exactly. Giving the shaft is so much better than getting the shaft.
Yeah.
Now, homosexuals out there, I really feel no weirdness towards you whatsoever. I mean, if you want to get the shaft, that's fine.
We got no problem with you. No problem.
Shaft.
We are homo-friendly here.
We are. We are very homo-friendly here. Well, I don't think that's a good way to put it, Warner, but we're very friendly of whatever you like.
Phil is very friendly.
He is. He is. I have seen one up close.
Him?
I like the game called Just the Tip, and if I'm home by myself, I'll sit on my hand and wait till it goes numb and give myself a stranger. I also like long walks on the beach, and I'm a big fan of Fandango. I'm sorry, let me say that again. Fandango.
Fandango. Yeah, I don't like him. Do you?
I like that the crowd hummed his theme song the entire night.
Dude.
So I think I like him a lot more now.
They were fucking on it tonight.
That crowd was absolutely phenomenal.
We were doing waves.
Everything a real wrestling fan wanted. It saw that Sheamus and Orton were in a match, and it was like, really?
Yeah.
I'm so sick of both these guys. I'm just going to have fun and chant random shit. And it fucking worked.
Show.
It was awesome. It was so awesome. I mean, honestly, I go to shows, dude, and I try and do that. And you'll get maybe 20, 30 guys will do it, and the rest of them will just sit there with their thumbs up their asses waiting to see John Cena. And it's like, what the fuck, dude? Come on, someone have some fun with this, man. It's wrestling. And it was awesome to see the crowd on fire tonight.
So, chant of the night. What was your favorite chant of the night?
Dude, it's gotta be the Fandango theme song. That was fucking hilarious.
That was good, dude. My favorite was Randy Savage. Completely out of nowhere.
Randy Savage was good, too.
Yeah, it was completely out of nowhere.
And it's Macho Man, man. You gotta love Macho Man.
So, Ziggler, match of the night?
I don't know if I call that match of the night. I call it moment of the night.
Yeah. No, that was good.
Lately on Raw, dude, there haven't really been many good, solid matches.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say Wade Barrett and Miz, but Barrett getting the belt back was pretty cool. Because, I mean, you know, the Intercontinental title is better on Barrett right now because he needs something to say that he's a bigger guy until he gets a big push.
Yeah, Miz has had his push and everything like that, and I'm not a big fan of face Miz.
I hate face Miz, dude.
Yeah.
It's absolutely ridiculous. And him getting the figure 4 leg lock from Ric Flair is a travesty.
Take that on record. Phil the Mick, the franchise himself, hates the figure 4 with the Miz.
I hate the figure 4 in general, dude, but I hate it even more when the Miz does it.
Yeah. All right, man. So what about the final match of the night, Mark Henry and Cena?
A count out? Really?
Yeah, right?
You're going to end the whole night with a fucking count out. You're going to bring out Henry, finally getting the push he deserves. Well, he always going to push, but getting the push that I want him to have for his last run, and then boom, it's overshadowed by Ryback coming out, and I guess turning heel? I can't really tell by the way the crowd was.
Yeah. You can't really... They were cheering for all the heels tonight. They didn't give a goddamn about anybody that was face.
So, but I gotta say, man, it's the thing about Ryback that really pisses me off. I mean, Ryberg. I'm sorry. It's he's so one-dimensional, man. He comes out, chants "Feed me more," does like 5 or 6 moves, like the 5 moves of doom. He's basically the Hulk Hogan version of John Cena.
Right.
And I mean, seeing him feud with Cena, really, that's the first feud you're gonna throw at fucking Cena, so we know he's gonna keep the belt for a few months now. That's a little bit ridiculous. I'm not happy with it. I don't like Ryback. I'll be the first to say it. I don't care who judges me for it. If you fucking have a reason to like Ryback, give it to me, please. Give me something other than he's a big guy who can do a clothesline, Chad. It's awesome, man.
That was my one reason. No, I like Ryback.
Why?
I don't... He's a big guy that likes to smash shit. I don't know.
I mean, dude, all right, I'm going to give you one. Give me, other than, like, the big brute guy he is, what's talented about him? What's the look factor? What does he have that makes people like him so much, man?
I think that's generally it, dude. That's all I can say.
Oh, God, dude, I hate that son of a bitch, man. I mean, Skip Sheffield? Really?
Country home cooking boy.
Oh, country boy can just go back home and fuck a sheep in the barn for all I care. Cause
very nice.
I hated Goldberg. I hate Ryback. I hate Ryberg. I like rye bread, which is very delicious with butter and a little bit of peanut butter. It's a good combination. A little bit healthy, a little unhealthy. It'll make it a little fat, but you know, it's worth it in the end. Same with jelly. It's good.
Awesome, dude. Well, I appreciate you dropping by tonight for the Raw reaction for the Raw Dog. I enjoy you doing it Raw Dog, and you enjoy your
Dude, I know you enjoy doing it Raw Dog, and I know that you love doing it Raw Dog with me. So I'm going to leave the good audience with a little nugget of Raw Dog knowledge. Warner just put the smackdown on my candy ass, and only on Top Rope Radio.
All right, man. You enjoy yourself, and I will talk to you later.
Later, buddy.
All right, guys. So that's the Raw review from April 8th out of East Rutherford, New Jersey. after WrestleMania. It was a good show. I enjoyed it. One of the best in a while, I think. And hopefully, they'll keep making some good ones. So until next time, guys, Warner, you guys are awesome. I'll see you later.